Another opportunity now for Aymen. Can he get closer this time? And indeed there, chat saying really wants to get this overtake. Couldn't say it better myself. Slipstream once again, but look at the Porsche. It's brilliantly set up. You know, anybody who's a fan of Formula One who watched the sprint race qualifying and sprint qualifying, you know that low downforce setups are no joke. But at the same time, it compromises your turn-ins, your corner speeds, entries, and exits because you got to slow down so much more. But once you're on the straight, you are a rocket ship. We see it in Formula One, currently going on for the Belgium Grand Prix. We're seeing it right now. Eduardo making this car brilliant. But as for Aymen, no matter what he does, he needs to not only pass him, but pass him in a part of the circuit that he can get the inside part of the track and break the toe. He flashes his headlights, turning in. Wants to get this position on as soon as possible. Feeling the pain now. Goes for a surprise dive down the inside once again. Nowhere near, has to hang around the outside if he can of the inside for the next corner, but it's just way too difficult. Through the left-hander. Now he gets the right-hander. Eduardo's going to go wide. No, he doesn't. Sees Aymen trying to go for a move. Cheeky down the inside, putting his nose down in. This is amazing racing for a championship here. Incredible fighting. Take a look. This is what your championship looks like. Let's just swap over to it really quickly. There you go. Aymen and Eduardo. You may not know, but they're fighting for a championship right now. And truly, it's a winner-take-all scenario. Santos in the lead. He's going to have an 8-point advantage. Is it 8 points? 7 points, my mistake. A 7-point advantage where he finishes. So let's just swap over to the main feed just to show you guys for an example. So even though Daniel is not going to be able to win this championship, it creates a real panic for these two here who are fighting for one. Because Aymen in the lead with 53 points, followed by Eduardo's 47. So it's only a 3-point difference. But Aymen would like to put the pressure on more with Eduardo. As it stands right now, Aymen should be in the clear. As down the inside once again, heard the lockup. Ooh, it's getting close. Anything could bring out a caution as well if these two guys have a very big crash. Now, also with VSCs, we're not going to just bring them out if we see two cars go off the circuit if their crash goes into the grass. The only time we're going to do that is if we see a car on its roof, and yes, that happens more than you think when I say that. But this could very much bring out a caution if these guys get closer. You hear the aggression. You could clearly see how aggressive Aymen is trying to get this move done. Constantly giving pressure to Eduardo, the newcomer here. Aymen, as he goes around the outside, can he hold on this time? If the door is open, he doesn't take it. Wants to line it up for the back straight. Still, can anything be done with this battle here? We go on board with a Porsche. It's going to have the legs to hold on, but the slipstream, it may help Aymen. Looks to the inside, cannot get it done. And Aymen looks to the inside, hugs over the sausage curb. It's incredible racing for a championship, but Aymen might have the opportunity now. Side by side, heading to the uphill right-hander, switches, looks to the inside. Aymen Aspire trying to get him, trying to get Eduardo. Eduardo having to look to the outside, cannot hold on. Aymen Aspire gets it. Meanwhile, Danny Nasir wants to get through, could potentially block an apex for both of these guys. Defends it. There you see how close Eduardo gets. 3 cars all together. Aymen's gonna be like, Danny, get a move on now. Because Eduardo doing everything he can to get him through. Danny staying back though. It allows Eduardo a better exit. Now they're gonna get a better slipstream. You're gonna see that LMP2 fly right past your screen into the outside. And now Danny swipes to the inside. There we go. He goes through. Aymen put a little to the outside of the circuit. Danny gets through. A little tough. That was pretty scary as Danny now going to start exiting this fight here. Aymen gets through. Aymen has to be up to 9th. 9th being second. Second being the points he needs to continue holding on to this championship lead. You cannot get better racing than this. This is what Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club is all about. This is true, clean battles all the way to the checkered flag. We still have just over an hour of racing. If you love the action, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on course for 2,000 subscribers. Now, if Eduardo finishes ahead of Aymen, that would mean, as Christian Romao gets into the picture, same spot Danny did, Eduardo will still be 3 points behind. Now, wisely, Eduardo letting Christian go through. I'm going to try to swap over and look at the intervals. Romao to the outside and gets going. It's going to put Aymen awkwardly. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there. And trying to hustle through, Christian Romao goes. And that actually helps Eduardo because not the best of exits for Aymen. Now, here comes Eduardo back to the inside. Oh, he takes it to the pits. Got to get it slowed down. Cannot afford a drive-through penalty. That's the line. Gets it to 80. And now we can get a pit stop. This is going to get interesting.